Hey there, it's Tommy Gunn with the X Factor Wellness Network. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of sparing your joints. You know, at my age, you find that joint health is very important. You want to take all these supplements, glucosamine, chondroitin, all those kind of things to help with your joints. I guess collagen is one of them too. Luckily, right now, I'm not taking any. I don't have any major injuries or anything like that, but I see a lot of people in the gym just kind of pushing it, just killing it in the gym, especially the younger guys. You guys that are, under 30, you guys know who you are, just trying to do all these ego lifts. Unless you're some kind of bodybuilder, pro bodybuilder, or fitness influencer, you don't really need to be doing that kind of stuff, because fast forward 20 years, then you're going to see what's actually going to happen. I have a lot of guys my age, they were on the juice and just kind of pushing it to the limit, wrapping their knees, doing heavy squats, doing bench presses, and now most of those guys probably had surgeries, can barely walk. Look at Ronnie Coleman. I mean, he destroyed it at the gym. I mean, yeah, he was on top of the world. He made his money, but now look at him. I mean, the guy can barely walk. So I'm telling you right now, you don't need to lift that hard. You just need to stimulate the muscle. Don't obliterate, just stimulate the muscle. You want to kind of push it so your muscles can feel worked, but not to the point of hurting themselves. You don't want to overdo it. You want to give yourself sufficient rest. I found out early on, if you're going to be a natural bodybuilder or fitness enthusiast, I mean, you're not going to be able to go 7 days a week. It's impossible. You just don't have that capacity to recover. Unfortunately, we see all these people on social media. Back when I was growing up, we used to see all these bodybuilders in magazines, and they said they were on this supplement and that supplement. Well, no, they were on that, but they were on a ton of steroids too. And so the steroids are what speeds up your recovery, helps you recover from injuries quicker, all that kind of stuff. But the average Joe out there, like me and you, we can't do that. We have to take sufficient rest. Me, I usually do weights 4 days a week, and then kind of maybe on my other days I do some cardio or something like that. So even on your off days, you want to do something active. Otherwise, you're kind of just slowing your whole system down. It makes it a lot harder. I find if you do anything, take your dog for a walk or something like that, it's kind of like refreshing, and it keeps your body going and your blood pumping so that you don't feel sluggish on that last day when you're supposed to be resting. So kind of think of it that way, that you're still getting your rest day because you're not pushing it in the gym, but you're doing something athletic or outdoorsy or something like that. Go bike riding, go shopping for some of you that like to go to the malls. I mean, I don't like to do that kind of stuff, but just do something that's going to keep your body moving. I mean, you can go to the mall and not buy anything. You can do 10,000 steps just walking around these malls these days. So, but that's a good thing. But like I said, I mean, I've over the years, every time I pushed the bench presses and stuff like that, I had hurting myself, especially these rotator cuffs. I mean, bench presses are notorious for destroying rotator cuffs. Oh, there goes my video there. Okay, so yes, you want to make sure you preserve all that. Like I said, I talked to a guy the other day. He can barely move his arms. He barely shoulder presses like 5-10 pounds, and because he was a power lifter, he absolutely destroyed it. He used substances to get him stronger over the years, and now here he is. He can barely move. He's like flapping his arms and can barely do anything these days, and we don't want to be like that. So I'm telling you, younger guys, you need to preserve your joints. Don't worry about how much you can lift. That's all for ego. Unless you're going to be in a powerlifting contest, you don't really need to lift a lot of weights. I think I used to squat pretty good, and then I think my leg presses, the most I've ever done was like 1,200, and I don't do that anymore. I can do that, but will I do that? No. Should I do that? No, because I know that my joints aren't nearly as strong as they used to be back when I was 25. So these days I might go 600, 700, 800 maybe, and just rep it out. I mean, that's all you need to do. With the power of your mind, you can make that 500 pounds, 300 pounds, whatever, feel way heavier and more stimulating with good form. and getting the blood pumping. If you don't get in there at the gym with a good pump after every workout, then you're probably not hitting it hard enough. I mean, you're not going intense enough. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to lift the heavy weight, but you need to do enough reps to stimulate that blood flow into those muscle groups and maybe fine tuning your workout a little bit. I always found that doing like maybe the 12 to 15 rep range, moderate weights, 12 to 15 reps, really get your blood flowing. So try that if you're one of these guys that does like 2 or 3 reps and never gets a good pump and then wonders why. But that's something that's worked for me over the years. I used to be a personal trainer, and that actually had helped out a lot of my clients. You know, you build muscle and you can still trim down a little bit. I mean, most of the trimming down is doing the cardio and just keeping clean on your diet. So, but like I said, you want to preserve those joints because they're going to be with you for the rest of your life. And no matter how much you want to impress that person by benching or squatting or anything like that, don't do it. Just do enough to stimulate. Remember, stimulate, don't obliterate, okay? So that is my tip for today, especially us older guys over 50. We need to preserve everything that we can. So try to do the higher reps, muscle stimulation, and then just make sure that you're sore when you're, after about 1 or 2 days, you'd be moderately sore, not crazy sore, but doing that's really going to help you grow and keep your definition and everything. So I think that'll help you meet your goals. So stimulate, don't obliterate. That is my motto today. So if you like what you're hearing, please like and share and subscribe to grow my followers up so I can continue to give you guys content and tips. I would love to hear maybe some opinions about what you guys do for your workouts. Also, if there's any kind of topics you'd like me to talk about, I obviously like to talk about a wide range of things, from fitness, wellness to mental health, because I am a licensed mental health counselor. So that's always something that I'm going to kind of throw in there, because in order for us to maximize our physical health, we also have to be strong mentally. So let me see some comments. I'd like to share comments and ideas with you guys. So please like and subscribe to my webpage. All right. Thank you from the X Factor Wellness Network, and I will talk to you again. Bye.